What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new Season 4 information that was just leaked via various data miners and leakers. But before we get into that, if at any point in time you find today's video helpful, please leave us a like rating. It does help us out tremendously. And also let us know down in the comments what you guys think of the potential new map changes and the leaks coming. If possible events within the stadium, we have info on new nerfs and buffs coming to guns, potentially the Growl, a new item being added to Warzone, some updates in reference to some more Easter eggs and stuff like that in the bunkers. Make sure you guys stay tuned until the end of the video so you guys don't miss anything. I do want to mention right off the rip, all of these are leaks and are again unconfirmed by Infinity Ward. And just because something is in this video and is found to be either leaked or be in the game files doesn't mean it's 100% coming to the game. Now that we've kind of cleared that up, kick things off, the Growl could potentially be getting nerfed. Joe Seacott, he's one of the co-designers of Modern Warfare multiplayer for Infinity Ward, replied on Twitter to somebody complaining that 90% of people that are killing them are using the Growl, and that the Growl itself was ruining Warzone. Joe actually quoted this tweet and mentioned that there was a batch, aka multiple weapon tuning updates for a mid-season update. This may not be something we see right away. Again, he did say mid-season, and the season only started a couple of weeks ago, but it does appear that there was a nerf in the works for the ever so popular Growl. In addition to the Growl being nerfed, a popular leaker or data miner added this in response to swag, hinting at a potential change coming to the MP5 as well. This honestly shouldn't really surprise us though, as the Growl and the MP5 are by far the most popular guns to use in Warzone. I do find it somewhat comical though that at most ranges the M4 and even the Kilo kill quicker than the Growl. The Ram actually kills quicker than most of these guns. However, the Ram is just not usable because the Ram doesn't have a whole lot of recoil control. It's very difficult to use, and so nobody really uses it. If the Growl does end up getting nerfed, the Kilo will probably become that new kind of zero recoil AR that we're so accustomed to using with the Growl, as it does have quicker times to kill at most ranges compared to the Growl. I believe it's around the 50 to 60 meter mark. Somewhere in there is like a 10 meter range where the Growl actually kills quickest. But outside of that, the Kilo and the M4 kill quicker. And again, if we do see a nerf coming to the Growl, we could potentially even see the same problem to an even larger extent. Everybody would just switch from the Growl to the Kilo. And as the Kilo kills quicker, we could potentially have the same problem, but to a very larger extent. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. What gun do you guys like to use in Warzone? Next off, we have some information on the bunkers and the connected Easter eggs associated with them. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have seen all the clips of people busting into the bunkers via an ATV and a wall breach glitch, but there have been multiple leakers on Twitter suggesting that people have managed to breach inside of all of the bunkers, and they've actually got footage for all of the bunkers as well. But even with all of that information, there still is more that needs to be found around the map to solve some puzzles. This could mean both literal puzzles, as there has been some data miners leak clues to some across the map, or even just unfound Easter eggs to come or yet to be discovered that are already in the map. Those of you guys that have made your way to the top of the dam have probably seen the blue light under the seemingly melting ice. Kind of has that gray slushy kind of look to it. And the dark figure as well, if you look closely kind of above that blue light, there's a dark figure, looks kind of like a submarine. Nobody's really sure yet. Under the ice, moving from left to right, kind of towards Bunker 11. Again, Bunker 11 is that secret bunker you get into and get the MP7 variant that has the big red button and the tip of the nuclear warhead in it. People suggested that these kinds of Easter eggs could result in the map again getting nuked, the dam blowing up, and various other in-game live events. There's also some data files that were actually found. These data files contained 5 sound pieces, and they were all named in reference to an event 1, which could again provide further evidence that we could see an in-game live event. However, I'm unfortunately unable to show you guys these sound bits because of copyright reasons, but this set of data mined audio files was also linked to an HUD or heads-up display scramble, which is something that you could imagine taking place during some kind of live event. Like, for example, a nuke going off, you would imagine everything would become scrambled. What do you guys think about these events and leaks? Do you guys think we're going to see a Fortnite-like live event come to Warzone? On the topic of live events, there was new information that was released suggesting that there could be a live event or an in-game event involving the inside of the stadium and trains. There are a lot of train tracks across the map, of course, with no trains moving across them. The leaker that did break this did mention that he believed that this is going to be more of a live event in the sense of like fire sales, the jailbreaks, and not a Fortnite-like live event that you would think of like the dam blowing apart or something like that. However, those kinds of live events did come out this past week. The fire sales, the jailbreaks are all in-game now, just at a significantly reduced frequency frequency compared to when they were initially dropped. So this could potentially be a future live event that they plan to actually add down the line, or it could be something entirely different involving like maybe the opening of the stadium. I know for myself personally, I was a little bit disappointed when I first parachuted into Warzone to see that I couldn't actually get inside of the stadium. Plus as well, I think the opening of the stadium could get rid of those super annoying campers that sit up there until end game with the helicopters. As well, honestly, I think adding some sort of trains that could go across the map, whether it's for a limited period of time for those limited events, or if it's like an actually Fortnite-like live event to speed up the pace of games, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Also as well, again, this is speculation. At this point, we don't have any sort of confirmed information via Infinity Ward. We're solely going off of data miners, and I do want to reiterate that. In addition to live events, there could actually be a brand new mode coming to Modern Warfare, being Prop Hunt. If you guys have played CODs in the past, you guys are probably somewhat familiar to Prop Hunt. It's a game mode that came out, I believe, to COD for the first time during BO3 and World War II. Those of you guys that are newer to COD, this basically is like Gary's mod. You get spawned in as like a random prop on the map, and it's like a giant hide and seek between two different teams. You guys take turns hiding and seeking, stuff like that. It's a pretty fun mode. It's definitely more of a party game, but there are a lot of references to Prop Hunt and potential links even to Warzone. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen links between multi and Warzone, like for example with the newest LTM, the Warzone Rumble mode taking place in Verdansk, but also a playable multiplayer mode. This could be something similar. I could definitely see Prop Hunt being a pretty fun mode to play around areas of Warzone. Again, those of you guys that have played the Warzone Rumble mode know that it just kind of picks random POIs or just places around the map, and it makes you play your game inside of that. Something similar like that, especially with Prop Hunt, I think could be really fun with Warzone. But again, we're gonna have to wait and see if something like that does actually end up dropping. Also, on the topic of new additions to Warzone, there was also data mined information that could suggest being able to purchase the next circle, similar to how the recon contract works. Now, this data mine information did come out a while ago, but this week we did see the release of the new blueprint contracts. And if you can compare the tweet released by said data miner at the time of discovery via the game files, the description he gave sort of matches up with the blueprints briefcases being picked up, showing a circle of delivery and having the helicopter come towards said circle to allow you to deliver that blueprint. This, however, is just my theory, and there are other people who still think that this purchasing of the next circle, able to see the next zone on the minimap, could hint at being able to buy a, if you will, circle peak from the buy station. However, I think this added ability to buy a circle peak from the buy station would only promote slower gameplay and more people camping high ground in the end game for wins. Either one could potentially be possible. I have seen a lot of people just go around playing the recons and just hiding in the last zone. That way you guys can get pretty high percentage wins, but I think it makes for a much slower game, so I really hope that this is not actually coming. But again, as it was in the files and leaked by data miners, I figured I would share it with you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this idea down below. There could also be a brand new item coming to Warzone this season. Data miners have found references to a binocular-like device similar to like what you would use to call in the airstrikes, but this item would allow you to basically look further in the map without showing a sniper glint. That way you wouldn't have to use a sniper to see people further away and whatnot. Now, for those of you guys that are on PC, I think that for console, an item like this is going to be extremely useful as long as it doesn't take up like a gun slot. If there's something like the heartbeat, and as long as it's along the lines of something like a lootable tactical, so like basically like a heartbeat replacement, right? I think this could be extremely useful. I know some of you guys that are watching this from PC can see people significantly further away compared to console. So I definitely think this item's addition would be much more useful to console players because the render distances do seem to be a lot smaller on console. I personally have tried playing both on console and PC, and I feel like I can see people from significantly further away and with much more ease via PC. So it'll be interesting to see if they do come out with an item like this, but we do not unfortunately have a date for you guys at the moment on that. Lastly, now that we've kind of covered a majority of the potential Warzone content for Season 4, I do have to mention we have had one of our biggest leaks in regards to multiplayer this week. I do again want to reiterate though that these are all just leaks and we're going off of data mine information, but there's a really good chance that we're going to be seeing the map High Rise from Modern Warfare 2 make a return to Modern Warfare. The reason people believe this map could be coming back is a bit again of that mixed data mine references of in the game files, with another very popular data miner tweeting out with almost 100% certainty that the map would be making a return during this Call of Duty. It does appear as well that there are more references to it now than there were previously, so this could be something that they are adding in Season 4, and if not in Season 4, potentially down the line in maybe Season 5. We did as well just get with Season 4 this brand new Scrapyard map, so we're going to drop a new remade map every season. I believe we got Hard Hat as well last season, so it kind of would make sense going along that line based on what we've seen so far, but again, they could surprise us and drop it during Season 4 as well. And that is actually going to do it for today's video, guys. If you guys found this video helpful, or if you guys just learned something, please leave a like rating and subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date with all of the relevant information regarding Warzone, the best class setups, insane gameplays, and much more. Thank you guys again for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one.